With Memorial Day weekend quickly approaching, everyone is starting to prepare their travel plans for the big weekend. But that means that there's going to be a heavy increase of traffic levels during that time period. So everyone is going to need to plan smartly and accordingly to make sure they get to their destinations on time. Joining us now to discuss travel tips for Memorial Day weekend, we have the Public Relations Program Consultant for the AAA of Michigan, Adrienne Woodland. Adrienne, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Very important topic to be getting into around this time of year. Adrienne, what unique traffic or travel challenges do you see for West Bloomfield travelers over Memorial Day weekend, and how can residents plan around them?
Yeah, AAA has partnered with an entity called NREX, and they're a provider of transportation data insights. And they expect afternoons for Memorial Day weekend to be the most congested. So if you are planning to travel for Memorial Day weekend, getting up and leaving in the morning, you can miss some of the heavier traffic.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, I mean, a lot of people are going to be planning to go up, maybe visit some family, maybe hit the beach, and there's going to be a lot of traffic on the roads, and it's important for everyone to plan accordingly. How can local drivers possibly use AAA's tools to maybe find the best fuel deals in Oakland County? Maybe if they're running low on gas and they need a quick pick-me-up.
Yeah, even with gas prices expected to be lower this Memorial Day weekend compared to last year, drivers can still find ways to save at the pump. You want to start by peeking at current gas prices on our AAA website, and you can also use AAA's gas cost calculator to get an idea of how much gas will cost for your trip. Once you hit the road, you want to keep in mind that stations off of the interstate or near attractions tend to be the most expensive. If you're looking to save money, maybe want to drive a little bit further down the road to find cheaper gas. AAA members can also save money through Shell's Fuel Rewards program, and then they can also save money at Love's truck stops.
Interesting. Absolutely. Big, important things for everyone to keep in mind before they hit the roads for these big vacations for Memorial Day weekend. Now, with trips like these, I'd imagine that there's probably going to be a lot of people who maybe haven't taken a big trip since the end of last summer. It hasn't really, maybe they haven't updated their car or prepared it just yet for a big road trip. So what should West Bloomfield households prioritize during a pre-trip vehicle inspection, especially if they haven't serviced their car since the winter?
Yeah, it's really important before you hit the roadway that you make sure to check your vehicle and have it inspected. A simple pre-trip inspection of things like your tires, your battery, your brakes, and other fluids can essentially prevent unexpected breakdowns while you're on the roadway.
All right, interesting things to keep in mind. And then for families looking to avoid the Memorial Day road congestion, what are maybe some other public transit options or car rental strategies that you would recommend in our region?
Yeah, if you're looking to reserve a rental car for a trip, you want to reserve that car as soon as you know the date for your trip. Reserving your rental car early guarantees you'll get what you want at the price that you want. To save money, consider the type of vehicle you want versus what you actually need. If you're traveling with a small group and don't need a ton of room, smaller vehicles tend to be more economical and fuel efficient. And for extra savings, AAA members get exclusive benefits when booking through Hertz Rental Car.
Wow, yes, great points to keep in mind. I'm going to take note of a lot of this stuff too. I'm planning some traveling for the next couple of months, not over Memorial Day, but over some very busy periods. So those are some very important things for myself and for everyone to keep in mind. For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, I'm speaking with Adrienne Woodland, the Public Relations Program Consultant for the AAA of Michigan, who's giving us some very important tips and tricks to keep in mind as Memorial Day weekend quickly approaches and a lot of people are going to be hitting the roads. Now, a lot of people can also get help through the AAA mobile app to streamline their travel planning. How can West Bloomfield residents leverage the app beyond just checking gas prices?
Yeah, you can use the AAA mobile app to manage your membership. So you can renew for another year, add a driver, view your digital membership card, and also access your insurance. You can also see vacation recommendations, including our top travel deals and more. And you can also get maps of AAA discounts. And so you can see AAA savings near you, and you can also customize that map to show the deals that you want.
Okay, yeah, great points to keep in mind for everybody. Now, here's something that I think everyone needs to keep in mind. The road can be a very unpredictable place. There can always be accidents that arise at the most unexpected times. So many families in our community travel with children. What safety and comfort tips should parents keep in mind for long Memorial Day drives?
So first, with any vehicle, you want to make sure that everyone inside your vehicle is wearing a seat belt. And for younger children, you want to make sure they are in the proper booster or safety seats for their age and weight. And you also want to make sure that they are properly buckled and secured. You want to be sure, and this is, for comfort as well as safety, you want to make sure that you have plenty of non perishable snacks and water for everyone that's in the vehicle, including pets. And also, again, make sure that you set the younger ones up with, books, toys, anything they need before you get going. Because as the driver, you want to limit all types of distractions. So while you want to set your GPS destination before you pull off, again, you want to make sure that everyone in the vehicle is secure with whatever they need before you hit the road.
That's absolutely right. I don't have any kids myself, but I remember when I was a much younger kid and I get antsy on car rides like everybody else does. I get hungry, I get bored, and you want to make sure that the kids are safe and are entertained throughout the car trip so that they're not causing any distractions. Now, Adrienne, which local businesses or service providers should AAA members consider when planning a Memorial Day trip? And how does AAA partner with these community resources?
Well, again, AAA has many partners through our discounts and rewards program. Several I've already mentioned about the exclusive savings AAA members can get with Hertz. Again, AAA members can get discounts through Shell's fuel reward program. Those are both two tips, that are important before getting on a trip. But it's really important, for AAA members. You can go to our website and look at all of our discounts and rewards, everything from local businesses in your community to businesses across the country that AAA members are able to get discounts with.
All right, that's a great place for everyone to keep in mind to gain a little more information on some very important tips. Adrienne, I want to thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live. Before I let you go, any final words or words of wisdom for people to keep in mind before they hit the roads for this weekend, for Memorial Day
Yeah,
weekend?
again, before hitting the roads, you just want to know it's going to be busy out there. In Michigan, we're expecting about 1.2 million Michiganders will be out on the roadways for a road trip for Memorial Day weekend. So the roadways are going to be busy. You definitely want to plan your trip ahead of time. As the driver, put down any distractions. Make sure to get that pre-trip vehicle inspection to make sure that your vehicle is in proper running order. And again, definitely do not drive impaired this holiday weekend.
That's right. Everyone should stay safe on the roads, and we don't need any additional mishaps or mayhem to deal with as we're making our way to our destination. Adrienne, thank you so much for joining us today here on the Splash Live.
Thank you for having me.